Sitting up late doing a bit baggy under the eye. I'll put this light on. Hang on. A bit extra light. Oh, that's nicer. Gosh, I look tired, don't I? I am tired. It's like 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning or something. And I buggered my SSD in my computer, mucking around trying to install Windows, and what I did was I took it back. I took the formatting off, and then I restarted the computer. Now the computer wouldn't recognise there was one there. I can't seem to find it in the device list, so I'm trying something just to reformat it. So it should be alright. But I don't know why I do these things. I muck around until I break things, and I have to try and fix them. And it's part of a learning process, but I've done it for so long, I should know better. Anyway. Yeah, I feel good tonight. I have a few B vitamins are good. B3 and B12, and I got these olive leaf tablets. After I've had a few drinks, it tends to give me a bit more energy and cleanses out the alcohol. So I only had a little bit today, but I was just showing Dad, what I take, a bit of energy after having a few drinks. But it's not like a cure-all, but it just cleanses out the toxin. But I haven't really exercised much today, so anyway, it was a bit hot, so I spent most of the day inside with Dad. We had a nice time for once, and it was just nice, relaxed, and just joking around. And I go over the top trying to get him to laugh. He just doesn't laugh. He's like, I just want to see him laugh, Anyway. But yeah, I better just do this. But I was just gonna say something about they label people schizophrenic all their life. They put these labels on people, and I've never accepted that label. When I went through my problem, it was enlightenment I went through. It was a bad experience. It was fear initially, and it was just all this spiritual phenomenon I was going through. Sort of my mind was fine. It recovered quite quickly back to what it was, but I had all these new feelings and new sensations and new knowledge I didn't know how to deal with. It was like I learned everything all at once, bang, in one moment, and then I had to try and think my way through it all, like, what does all this mean, So schizophrenia is more like loss of identity. You don't know who you are. It's like losing yourself, and I never really went through that. I always knew who I was, I always just interact with people normally and everything. But and in fact, as it went on, I went the other way. I was sort of building my identity, my ego, into this sort of Superman. So I kind of went the other way, as building more identity and more stability and more, to the point where I'm so organized now. Everything's quite effortless, So I don't really subscribe to any of that schizophrenia thing. And I think anyway, people, they might have it for 3 days, and then the rest of the week they might be fine, and then 3 months they might be fine, and then they might just feel crook for 2 days, and then they might be good for 3 years, It's not a case that every day is this illness all the time, I think people got to learn that people don't go through it all the time, They might have bouts of depression for a year or a month, or then they might be fine for 3 years, and it's not always debilitating if you're challenging yourself and getting better and going through stages and getting support and doing stuff. And most of the time just walking around really probably lonely because everyone else is buggered off because they think you're a lost cause. But really, if they just surrounded you with love, you'd probably recover and be back in the swing of things in a few months or a few years, and everything would be fine, But for some reason, people get this idea that your life's over or something because you had a bit of trauma in your life, and you won't ever recover, which is nonsense. Your body rejuvenates completely every 6 months. So if you have the right support around you for your relationships, you can just get back to how you were in no time, really. Unless you have some sustaining sort of extraordinary sort of injury where you've lost a leg or something. That's not going to completely heal back, but with help it probably would. You could put it inside of a suit and then regenerate it back. It would probably take 6 months to grow back, I think, if it had help to actually get the form back. But I think eventually you grow back to like I've had injuries and my body suffers and it tries to cater for that and then it tries to heal itself. And if you help yourself along, I don't think there's anything you can't heal yourself from, I think also, cancer and other problems I've said earlier are just sort of biological kind of evolutionary mutations which should be nurtured, and you should find out what they're for, I know it's risky because, cancer can kill you because, you get treatment, you get really ill, you get sick and you die. But a lot of people just get well and get moving and get over stuff and actually recover. And some people have treatment and recover, some people just do it on their own. And of course, some people, they're not strong enough, they die. But I really think with the superpower, like that I found, you can turn those mutations into a superpower of some sort. I believe it's there. That's what it's there for. And we just got our eyes closed to it. We just don't believe in it. We don't want to believe in it. We want to believe in Christianity, that's all there is, But there's so much out there that's possible, Anyway, I've got to try and fix this computer before it's too late and go to bed to get some sleep. Anyway, peace out. Have a nice night. Morning. Whatever.